The last point in this lesson about kites. If a quadrilateral is a kite, then its diagonals are perpendicular. First property, diagonals are perpendicular. This means BD and AC are perpendicular. This means I have 4 right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. If a quadrilateral is a kite, then exactly one pair of opposite angles are congruent. When I have kite, I have one pair of opposite angles are congruent. Of course, only if you look at the figure or at the kite, you can notice which two angles are congruent. Here, you can find that angle J and angle L are congruent. Of course, here, can this angle and this angle are congruent? No. This means angle B and angle D are congruent. You have only two properties. Again, I repeat them. Diagonals are perpendicular. They form right angles. One pair of opposite angles are congruent. And sides, of course, here we have two long sides are congruent and two short sides are congruent. If WXYZ is a kite, find measurement of angle XYZ. XYZ. Of course, how I find it? Since a kite only has one pair of congruent angles, which are between the two non-congruent sides, they are between what? The two non-congruent sides. I mean here. Not this and this, this and this. Because this side and this side are not congruent. Always the congruent angles are where? Not between the congruent sides, no. Between the non-congruent sides. This means this angle X and angle Z are congruent. And this 121, also this will be 121. This means what I am going to do, I add 121 plus 121 plus 73, then I subtract them from 360. Why from 360? Because quadrilateral, the sum of interior angle is 360. This, what did he do? We get measurement of angle XYZ 45 degrees. The main point in this lesson again, boys, how you can know the congruent angles. The congruent angles again, they are between the different sides, not the congruent sides. In here, not angle Y and angle W, no. Because angle Y, it is between congruent sides, XY and YZ are congruent. XW and WZ are congruent. This means not this angle and this angle are congruent. The congruent angles are between the non-congruent sides. XY and XW are not congruent. And YZ and WZ are not congruent. This means this angle, angle X, and angle Z are congruent angles. Then you add them all. This I don't know. You say angle Y. Add them and subtract from 360. You get the answer direct. If MNPQ, this one is a kite, find NP. NP. Of course, boys, NP and NM are congruent. Again, MP and NM are congruent. If I find NM, this means I find NP. Here we are going to use Pythagorean theorem. Again, we are going to use what? Pythagorean theorem. NM is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse power 2 equal leg 1 power 2 plus leg 2 power 2. This means NP or NM. You see, also he put the sign. This side and this side have the same sign. This means they are congruent. If I find NM, this means I find NP. Again, NM according to Pythagorean theorem equal what? NM power 2 equals 6 power 2 plus 8 power 2. This means NM power 2 equals 36 plus 64 equal 100. You see? I make square root to the both sides. This means MN equal 10. But MN and NB are congruent. This means NB equal 10. That's the answer. We have two questions the same way, like the examples I solved. I want you to solve them, boys, by yourself and check your answer from the slides. Thank you for listening and have a nice day.